everyone. Welcome to Space Available TV. I'm Hilda Mitchell, co-founder of Space Available. This is the first in our workshop series. These sessions are designed for educational purpose, rooted in new system building and skill sharing in response to some of the environmental and social challenges that we are facing in today's world. First up, we have an artist from Bali, Ican Harem. Ican has been championing in upcycling and reworking of waste material, old clothing, and unexpected uses of ordinary old objects and turn it into something new. On behalf of Space Available, we have Daniel Mitchell, also the co-founder of Space Available and creative director. Over to you, Dan.
Thank you, Hilda, and welcome, Ican. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Hilda.
Yeah.
And welcome everybody to this workshop series. So as Hilda mentioned, this is the first in the series, which we're calling RE3, where we reconnect, reimagine, and redesign with a vision of building a more sustainable future. And today we're connecting with Ican, and we're going to be going deep into Ican's design process and his upcycling philosophy. Now, Ican, we've met probably around 5 years ago now, and I was always a fan of the work you were doing, you know, the level of craftsmanship, the aesthetics, it was very progressive. And recently we've reached out to you to do a collaboration whereby we can showcase your work through old clothing, and we give you a bunch of old t-shirts and old materials which you have upcycled in your artistic vision and brought that to life, and we're going to bring this to everybody at home through this workshop series. So hopefully people can learn about the process, learn about the philosophy, and you know, they could do this at home, or they could learn the skills themselves, or if not, can reach out to you to maybe collaborate or learn more. So yeah, very much giving a behind the scenes look. And yeah, maybe you can give us a bit of insights, Ican, into where you started this whole project, or where your work, the beginnings of your work and the philosophy behind it.
So yeah, when I started, actually, this is the way I see in the fashion industry. It was for me it's too fast, and sometimes I cannot. I don't want to catching the trend. And then I think when I started is actually for myself, and because I was growing up in this punk rock and metal culture back in when I was high school, I was always seeing like all in the metal community and punk rock community, they do on your own clothes for their identity. So I see this perspective and this practice in my also my philosophy of my work is everything what you need. It's actually is just not a new thing. Actually, what you need is actually the new experience, not the new material. So this is what I said for my project called a Future Laundry. It means what you need is actually is a new experience to wear, and what you wear is actually presenting your identity, which is in my practice. I always presenting my identity is part of a subculture growing up in Indonesia. Let's say we can see all my clothes is coming from like any different kind of culture, like from the disco can be go to punk, can go mix up with the metal, and this culture mix presenting in the one pieces of clothes is for me is a new experience. You know, it's like for me the practice is almost like make a mixtape. Like you chopping from the every culture, every genre, of everything into one presentation, and it's become a new. And it's the cool thing, it's all of it is not coming from the new material, it's actually from the old material, but you bring it to become the new experience. That's how I want to present on my project.
Fundamentally, then, it's very much rooted in subculture and your local identity, which you're clashing together. And as you mentioned, you're using recycled materials to do that. And usually people tend to be giving you their old clothing and maybe have vintage t-shirts that mean something to them. So at the end of it, they're getting a product which is handmade, one of a kind, and of course is very personal. You couldn't purchase that. I mean, you could go and purchase some of that maybe looks upcycled or is upcycled, but it would just be another purchase. It would be consuming. It wouldn't have that personal type of notion that you would have of remembering when you bought it and then kind of making something new out of it.
Yeah, and then the cool thing is about like the way you meet the person, you know, who's give you the clothes. Because sometimes like you just like meet the different kind of type of people and different kind of type of culture they give to you. Like let's example, like the last time they give me like so many like branded T-shirt. I don't even like sometimes I don't even know what is the brand, but like the way they're talking about like this is the clothes made by this is the clothes made by this, you know, and then like the story of like also the clothes is just like fascinating for me and meet the different kind of person. And the challenging of my project is the way you mixing it like in the really good harmony. Like the last time I was like given like a batik, and then the next day I met like my metal mates and just give me like a lot of metal t-shirt. And the way you blend it like batik with the metal t-shirt is the way you're speaking the harmony, I guess.
Amazing. Yeah, and from our side, we're experimenting a lot with, you know, different materials that could answer a lot of the environmental issues which are happening today. And obviously that notion of circularity, reusing, recycling, upcycling is vitally important. And of course, you know, we're looking at projects that are doing it from a design perspective first. So it obviously has to look good. You know, it doesn't matter if it's recycled or not. If it doesn't look good, people aren't going to want to get
Exactly.
in. So I think your approach,
you're looking fresh, you know?
exactly, as you mentioned, you're doing something new. But also on the other hand, it's also vitally important that we do start looking at what we already have and reusing or upcycling or kind of reimagining what those sort of old items could be. Ican, do you want to take us through the workshop and we'll get straight into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do it. Great. All right.
In this future laundry, I want to presenting like the way we reproduce or re-upcycling the old become new. Well, in the term of our elder in Jawa, we always like using everything around us, and we call it in Jawa like opo onone. It's mean like everything's available, you should make it something valuable rather than I buying and it's really over consuming. So I would better we should put an idea about recycling of what we already have. Then we just overconsume what is new. For me, I want to put energy of futuristic in everything on the process of recycling. So the first step of future laundry workshop, I always try to scavenging materials on a second hand or friends give it
to me they unused clothes, and I'm also like finding like random materials like really relating and common to me. And the second one, we composition the materials. Like if I get t-shirt, if I get like shirt, if I get a jacket, I try to compositioning all them become a good silhouette of the clothes. When the process of cutting, I always try to finding the unpredictable of composition. Let's say before the t-shirt is a body, and the process when I'm cutting it can become a sleeve, or it become a neck, or let's say collar. That's how the process of cutting is. And after I cutting the materials, and the last time for sure we adding the materials by sewing it, and I will show you how it works. And the last process is stitching it. So the way I stitch, I can use a machine, and the details I can use by hand stitching. That's like to get the details of the craftsman I did. Thank you. After all the process, you from the old stuff, and we present it in the new silhouette. That's what we call future laundry. So yeah, this is the final result of our works. This looks like a mix of culture from the t-shirt, the old one, and you can present it like the new shape of fashion itself. Yeah, I think it's like keep reworking and keep upcycling what's around you. I hope this is inspiring you guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ican Harem, for the amazing insights. So just for other people out there that's listening to this and wanted to learn more about the upcycling process, can you let us know where they can reach out to you or look for your works in maybe social media or other channels?
Yeah, like you can visit my website, www.icanharem.com, and my Instagram, Ican Harem. And if you wanna visit me personally, just coming to my studio, really open, located in a really great place in Sanur.
Nice.
And I will see you guys.
Cool. Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you, Ican.
Terima kasih. Thank you.
Terima kasih.
Thanks so much, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this workshop. Catch up again soon.